Good evening, guys. We'll wait 2-3 minutes for this to run and then start. So, yeah. Hello all. Good evening, Anjana. I think you're only there, right? Yeah. So, good evening. Let's start with the last theory part of parable. Now, I have planned in tomorrow's lecture, we'll do questions only. Like tomorrow's whole lecture, we'll do questions only because the theory part of parable will be completed today. So that we'll get familiar with questions also. Out of those questions, there are some basic questions and there are also some JE questions. But main JE questions, as I told you, we will be doing on the weekend class. Correct. So let's start. And today's first topic is parametric equations of parabola. Parametric equations of parabola. So the equation x equal to 80 square and y equal to 280 are called parametric equations. Are called parametric equations. What is meant by parametric equations? The x and y coordinates are given in terms of a parameter here. The parameter is t. Correct? So that means any point on the parabola can be assumed as 80 square comma 280. This parametric equation is very, 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 very important for parabola. Many of the questions will be solved like this if we know the parametric equation of parabola. So this point is simply denoted by t. So if in a question we see any point which is given as t or denoted by t, we can say that the point is 80 square comma 280. So coordinates of any point on the parabola can be taken as 80 square comma 280, as I already said. Correct, guys? Chalo. So let's see what we have now. In further, we'll be seeing the parametric equation of tangents, normals, chords, and everything. So till now, every equation that we have studied was not in the parametric form or was not in terms of t. But now tangents, chord, normal, everything will be doing with respect to the parameter t. So let's see what we have next. This is a Cartesian equation and this is a parametric equation. Now, the most important one is y square equal to 4x, because as I said, 90-95% of the time, the we were given parabola in the question will be only y square equals to 4ax. Let's move further. Anjan and Mamta, is my voice and video everything clear? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Let's see what we have next. The equation of chord joining points. Now, what is meant by T1 point? The coordinates are a T1 square, comma 2a T1. Similarly, what is meant by T2? The coordinates are a T2 square, comma 2a T2. Now, this is very important. We have to find the equation of chord joining two points. Let's say this point is A and this point is B. The given parabola is y square equal to 4ax, and we have to prove that this is the equation. So very simple way we can prove it. How, guys? Chord is basically a line. So to find equation of line, we use slope point form. Correct? So let us find the slope of AB. My voice is clear, right, guys? Yeah. Chalo. Let us find the slope of AB. So slope of AB is y2 minus y1. This is x1 y1, x2 y2. So 2a t2 minus 2a t1 upon a t2 square minus a t1 square. We can take 2a common. What I'll get? t2 minus t1 upon. Niche, if I take a common, I'll get a square minus b square, which I can write as a minus b into a plus b. This will get cancelled. A and A will get cancelled. So I get 2 upon T1 plus T2. Slope of AB. Now, as far as I have seen the questions, it is not like important to remember the equation. It is more important to remember the slope. This is very important. Slope of any chord joining 2 points T1 and T2 is 2 upon T1 plus T2. Now we use slope point form. So to get equation of chord, we'll use slope point form, which is y minus y1 is equals to m. Slope is 2 upon T1 plus T2. M into x minus x1. Right? Just a second, guys. I'll reduce the brightness. I think the brightness is very much, right? Sorry. I think now you will be able to see more clearly. Yeah. So if I cross multiply it, so I'll get y into T1 plus T2 minus 2a T1 into T1 plus T2 is equals to 2 into x minus x. Oh, why did we write x1? x1 की तो value we have ना. x1 is 8t1 square. X minus 8t1 square. So let this remain as it is because we want the same thing. So y into t1 plus t2 minus 2a t1 square minus 2a t1 t2 is equals to 2x minus 2a t1 square. Now this and this will get cancelled, right? So let's move this on the right hand side. So we'll get our answer, which is y into t1 plus t2 is equals to 2x plus 2a t1 t. This is my answer. Right, guys? So this was same derivation. Just remember that now we'll be using the parametric coordinates. That is 80 square comma 280. Is it clear, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Anjana and Mamta. Is conics over in your school, or is it ongoing, or is it like not started? What is the status? Not yet started. Okay. So, like, are you all understanding this, right? Or should we like slow down a bit? Or is it fine? Okay, superb. Smart students, y'all. Chalo. Next, if this chord passes through focus. Now, what equation did we got? Y into T1 plus T2 is equals to 2x plus, do you remember the equation? 2x plus 2a T1 T2. 2a T1 T2. Now, if this passes, then this point must satisfy. That means we'll put y की जगह पे 0, x की जगह पे a plus 2a T1 T2. We can cancel out 2a by taking common. So I'll get 0 equals to 1 plus T1 T2. That means T1 T2 is equals to minus 1. Very, very, very important. That is for focal chord. I hope you remember what is meant by focal chord. Focal chord means a chord that passes through focus. So here same thing, if the chord passes through focus, that means it's a focal chord. So that means whenever in a question we have been given that a chord joining 2 points P1 and P2 passes through focus. So what can we directly get? We can directly get T1, T2 equals to minus 1. Let's see what we have next. Next theorem is the equation of tangent to the parabola at point T. What is meant by at point T? Let this be point P, 80 square, comma 280. I hope you remember how did we got the equation of tangent. How did we got equation of tangent? We used differentiation. Do you remember differentiation? Or we can also use substitution, right? Equation of tangent at point P, x1 comma y1. How do we get equation of tangent point P? By replacing y square by y1 and 2x by x plus x1. I hope you remember it, right? So here in place of y1 we have 280, in place of x1 we have 80 square. Okay, so equation of tangent will be y1 is equals to 2a x plus x1. I'm not going again into derivative because I think you all are not done with derivative in mathematics, but you have done derivative in physics. So still we have this method. So let's substitute. So y into 2at is equal to 2a into x plus 80 square. Right? I think 2a and 2a we can cancel. So we'll get yt is equals to x plus 80 square. Again, a very, 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 very important equation to remember. That is the equation of tangent at point T. If you know that, let me tell you, T, even if you don't remember the equation, we can easily derive in less than 1 minute, as you saw, right? But it is better to remember the equation to save that 1 minute, because if you have given the JE exam, or if you have given the any MCQ test in your school, then you must know the importance of time. Even if we save one question, 1 minute in 3-4 questions, then we'll get 3-4 minutes extra. It is better to remember the equation because it is used in many questions. Correct? Is it clear, everyone? Someone joined. Okay, Girisha, is it clear? You just joined just now. Okay, fine. Chalo. Let's move on to next. Now, as I told you, for the parabolas, second, third, and fourth, you can derive yourself and check. We have done for first. It is important to know first only. Even if second, third, fourth parabolas are asked, you can easily derive by using the replace theory, right? So let's move on to the next. The point of intersection of tangents to the parabola at T1 and T2 is a T1 T2 into a T1 plus T2. So what does it says is, key, let's say we have a parabola and there are two tangents drawn at T1 and T2. Then this point P has the coordinates a T1 T2 comma a T1 plus T2. That means from point P, if two tangents are drawn, then the coordinates of point P will be this. When the two tangents are touching the parabola at A and B. So let's say the point A is 8t1 square, comma 2at1. What will be point B? Point B will be a t2 square, comma 2a t2. So we now know the equation of tangents at point A. So that means the equation of this tangent T1 and equation of this tangent T2. So what are we going to do, guys? See, we want to find the coordinates of point P. That means we want the equation of T1 and T2. Once we get the equation of tangent 1 and tangent 2, then point P can we get, or can we can get point P by solving the equation simultaneously. Why? Because P is the point of intersection of tangent 1 and tangent 2. So let's solve the equation of tangent 1 and tangent 2 simultaneously after getting the equations of T1 and T2. So equation of tangent at point A. What was the equation of tangent? Yt is equals to x plus at square. Instead of t, we have t1. Now, equation of tangent at B. Same. We'll get yt2 is equals to x plus a t2 square. If I have to solve simultaneously, so if we want to solve simultaneously, we'll subtract, then x will get cancelled. So if I subtract this a minus b, what I'll get? Y t1 minus y t2 is equals to x and x will get cancelled. A t1 square minus a t2 square. I can take y common. I'll get t1 minus t2. I can take a common. What I'll be left with? T1 square minus T2 square, which is a square minus b square. So which I can write T1 minus T2 into T1 plus T2. This will get cancelled. So I'll get the y coordinate as a into T1 plus T2, which you can see is the same y coordinate here. Similarly, if I substitute y here, I'll get the coordinate of x. So that means a into T1 plus T2 into T1 is equals to x plus 8t1 square. So if I open the brackets, I'll get 8t1 square plus 8t1 t2 equals to x plus 8t1 square. So 81 square will get cancelled and I'll get x as 8t1 t2. So by solving simultaneously, we got the coordinates of x and y. Hence, the point becomes a t1 t2 comma a t1 plus t2. Again, it is very important. Please try to remember because parametric equations, parametric coordinates in all of parabola is very important. Whether it is the parametric coordinates of parabola itself, parametric form of equation of tangent, equation of chord. Now we'll do equation of normal. These four things are very important. Please try to remember. Is it clear, guys? Give me a thumbs up. We can move further. Okay, thank you, Anjana, Girisha, Mamta, everyone. Super. Now we have normal. Chalo. Now I want you all to try normal. See, I'll give you a hint. Uh, we know the slope of tangent. See, step one. I'll write here. Get slope of normal. How do we get slope of normal? Tangent and normal are perpendicular to each other. We know equation of tangent. So if I have equation of tangent, I can get slope of tangent and will get slope of normal. After that, use slope point form. And use slope point form. What is the point? Point is t. That means 80 square comma 280. Come on, if you will get this equation, then I'm 100% sure you will get a very nice confidence boost because you did it yourself. Derivation, hai na? So let's say I'll give you 3 minutes to solve. Not that 3 minutes are required, but still, let's see. Come on, all three of you solve. Let's see who gets the answer. If you get it, just write I got it or yes sir or anything. Chalo. Did anyone of you all got it? Please take pen, pencil, book. Not yet. Come on, guys. Okay, let me solve. So the equation of normal, right? We have the equation of tangent. What was the equation of tangent? Right? Equation of tangent y t1 equals to x plus at square. What did I write? Oh, sorry. Y t1 equals to x plus at square. So yt equals to x plus at square. What is slope of tangent? Is 1 by t. Y equal to mx plus c, right? If I divide by t, I'll get slope of tangent 1 by t. What is slope of normal? It is minus t. I hope you remember negative reciprocal, right? Negative reciprocal because product of slope is minus. This is a point. Let us use slope point form. We'll get y minus 280 y1 is equals to m minus t into x minus at square. So simple. Y minus 280 is equals to minus xt plus at cube. So if I rearrange, I'll get y plus xt, or you can write y plus tx is equals to 2at plus at cube. This is my answer. Simple. Correct? This is only we got. Okay. Superb. Acha, you got it, yeah? Grisha, you are giving thumbs up. Did you got it yourself? Okay. And I told you to write in the chat box. How will I know? Okay, fine. No problem. Superb. Chalo. So same thing you can do for normal. We had the equations of tangent for all these. Get the slope of tangent, get the slope of normal, use slope point form, we'll get the equation of normal, but we have or we require mainly the first one, y square equal to 4x. Let's see the MCQ. Chalo. What is the answer? Which of the following equations are parametric equation of parabola y square equal to 4ax? Come on, anyone? 2. Super Vanjana, x equal to 80. 3. 80 square comma 280. Yeah, I misread it. Superb. Option number 3. Chalo, let's see. Just now only we did the equation of tangent at point T. Girisha, okay, second. Okay, yt equals to x plus at square. Superb. Your memory is quite good. So next, the equation of normal. Yeah. Every equation in parametric form, it is better if you remember what it is. What is it, guys? The equation of normal. 1. Superb. Yes, it is first one. So this is only things you need to do in parabola. Now we have some time, so let us start with questions right away. Right? We'll do questions tomorrow also in next lecture also. That is, I think tomorrow, right? But also we'll start the questions right. Let's see what here. The equation of parabola whose focus is this and directrix is the line. So if you remember, let me draw it here. That this is point S, right? So this is point S, which is 3 comma minus 4. Let's say I have any point P, which is locus ka point. Let us assume it as H comma K, and this is the directrix. So from point B, we drop a foot of perpendicular, which is M, on the directrix. What is the equation of directrix? X plus y minus 2 equals to 0. So from the property, we know that SP upon PM is equals to E. This was the basic definition of conic. This was the basic definition of conic. Now, depending on value of E, we either get parabola, ellipse, or hyperbola. For case of parabola, we have E equals to 1. So if E equals to 1, I'll get SP is equals to PM. How to get SP? Use distance formula. How to get PM? Use perpendicular distance formula. So we have SP. Let us use distance formula. I think we'll square on both the sides. Okay, so we don't have to face under root. So I'll get H minus 3 the whole square plus K plus 4 the whole square is equal perpendicular distance formula. I hope you know perpendicular distance formula. How to use perpendicular distance formula? We substitute the point in the equation. So I'll get H plus K minus 2. Mind it, we squared on both the sides upon कोएफिशिएंट को स्क्वायर करके ऐड विच इज 1 square plus 1 square है ना xy के कोएफिशिएंट. So if we open the square brackets and I am cross multiplying 2 here, so we'll get 2 h square minus 6h, so minus 12h because 2 is been multiplied, right? Plus 9, so 18 plus k square, but we'll get 2k square plus 8k, but we'll get 16k plus 16, so we'll get 16 2s are 30 is equals to, I hope you know the formula of a plus b plus c the whole square, right? It is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab minus, it is minus 2, minus 2ac minus 2bc, right? A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ac. I hope I have not made a mistake. Yeah. So see here, h square and 1 h square will get cancelled. Same k square and 1 k square will get cancelled. So if I move everything on the left hand side, what I'll get, guys, h square, this 2hk on the left hand side will become minus 2hk. So we got h square, we got 2hk, k square b will get plus k square. Now minus 12h, and this will move on the left hand side, plus 4h. So minus 8h. We got h. Let's find k. 16k plus 4k. So plus 20k. We got k. Now we have 18 plus 32, which is 50. And 50 minus 4 is 46. So plus 46 equals to 0. This is my answer. Now in the last step, we have to replace h by x and k by y. So which option it is? Minus 8h. I think it's option 1, right? Reader understood? Give me a thumbs up. Please see once again. Okay, superb guys, superb. Option 1 here na? Check it. It's 1 only, right? Let's see what we have next. We already did this, right? Yeah. The ends of lattice rectum of a parabola are this. Then the equation of parabola is. I hope you know what are the end points of lattice rectum. The end points of lattice rectum are a, comma 2a and a, comma minus 2a. So we can easily get what is a? A is 4. What is the equation of parabola? Y square equals to 4ax. Just substitute here. We get y square equals to 16x. Is our answer. So option number 3. Got it? Give me a thumbs up if it's clear. For this, you have to remember this. Okay, super. Equation of a parabola whose vertex is origin, axis along x-axis. So, if the vertex is at origin and axis is along x-axis, the parabola is like this or like this. Let us assume that this is the parabola. So the equation of parabola will be, see, one more thing you can say, like, not let us assume, see this point. This point is in the second quadrant, right? So if the point is the second quadrant and it is given, the parabola passes through this point. So what about you all? Which parabola will it be? The right one or the left one? Write it in the chat box. If the parabola passes through this point in the second quadrant, then which parabola will it be? The right one or the left one? Chalo. Common sense. Left one. Super, because point this will lie in the second quadrant. And second quadrant parabola is the left one. What is the equation of left parabola? So the equation is y square equals to minus 4ax. Right? This point lies on the parabola. So it must satisfy. So let us substitute it. We'll get 4 square minus 4a into minus 2. We get 16. Okay. Actually, we can cancel out 4, right? So 4 equals to minus 2a. Minus minus will get cancelled. So a equals to 2. Substitute a equals to 2. We'll get equation of parabola as y square is equals to minus 8x. This is my answer. Right, guys? So it is option A. Is it clear? Yeah, 1. Superb, Girisha. This is a nice question. The vertex of the parabola. Now, let me show you one thing, that the parabolas that we did were the standard parabolas. What is meant by standard parabolas? Standard parabolas means there are 4, right? C, ulta C, U, ulta U. But in many cases, there can be non-standard parabola. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. So the parabola can be like this here, or it can be like this here, or it can be like this here, and so on. I hope you are understanding, right? So, if parabolas are like this, then the equation of parabola will not be in the standard form. What are the 4 standard forms? Y square equal to 4ax, y square equal to minus 4ax, x square equal to 4ay, x square equal to minus 4a. If the parabolas are non-standard, the equation will be of this form. That is a quadratic equation. I hope you remember that vertex is in origin. No, beta, not origin. Your vertex is not at origin. See, this is a non-standard parabola. I hope you remember when we did quadratic equation, or when you did quadratic equation in starting May, then the teacher must have told you that for standard parabola, yeah, vertex is at origin for standard parabola. Superb. These are non-standard parabolas, right? The vertex is not at origin. The teacher have told you in quadratic equation that the graph of quadratic equation is of shape U. right? So this basically is a parabola. You can see this is a quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c. So its graph will be of the form u. So how to get the vertex of such parabolas? To get the vertex of such parabolas, we convert the parabola into standard form, like one of the four forms. And how do we convert it in one of the four forms? We use the completing square method. I hope you know the completing square method. So let's use the completing square method here. Yeah. So for completing square method, first we have to take a common. So I'll get x square plus b upon ax plus c upon. Then what do? We see the coefficient of x. Iska half, that is b upon 2a. We add and subtract b upon 2a. So what we'll get? We'll get y is equals to a x square plus b by ax plus will square, है ना, इसका स्क्वायर करके ऐड सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है स्क्वायर. So b square upon 4a square plus c by a minus b square upon 4a square. Now if you see this, this is a perfect square which is x plus b upon 2a, the whole square. If I multiply with a, I'll get this. And if I multiply with a here, I'll get plus c minus b square upon 4a, right? So what do we have now? We'll take everything on the left hand side except the x term. Whew. So let us take LCM here. What I'll get LCM here? 4ac upon 4a. So if I take on the left hand side, I'll get y minus 4ac Are we making a mistake anywhere? I think not, right? Yeah. 4ac minus b square upon 4a is equals to a into x plus b by 2a the whole square. Now, you might not understand it, but this parabola is the standard parabola with shift of origin. Let this be capital Y equals to a times capital X ka square. So y equals to ax square. Let this be 4ax square. So y equal to 4ax square, which is a standard equation of parabola. Now, for vertex, see this. Vertex is x equals to 0, capital X. Because for this parabola, this is a standard parabola, right? So for standard parabola, the vertex is 0 and 0. What is capital X? X plus 2b. So that means x will be equals to minus b by 2a and y will be equals to 4ac minus b square by 4a. This is my answer. Wherever you see the coordinates, this is my answer. So it is option 2. Correct? Please look at it very carefully. This is a standard parabola. For standard parabola, the vertex is at origin. That's why I took 0 and 0. But ours is non-standard parabola. That means substitute the value of capital X here. So we'll get X and we'll get Y. So we'll get X and Y. These are the vertices. Is it clear, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Girisha, did you understood? Mumta, please look at it very carefully. We have some more questions on this, which we'll do further. But is it clear, guys? Hello? Is it clear? Hello? Girisha? Mumta, are you all there? Yes or no? Hello? Okay. So I think time is up. So that's all for today. We'll meet again tomorrow with more questions and then we'll move on to ellipse. We'll complete the parabola here and we'll move on to ellipse. Okay, guys. Till then, bye bye, everyone. Take care. Chalo.